Alright, here we go. It's 5TC here, back with another video. And today I will be reviewing the LEGO Ninjago character display set 71866. So I actually did something in this video that I normally never do. I actually have the box of the set. And yeah, before we look into the actual set, I just wanted to show you guys what's on the box. So we have the Master of Lightning right there. We have Zane, Samurai Xnia, Jay, Will, Cole, Lloyd, and Kai. Now let's look at the back. This is kind of like what the set looks like. So, yeah, let's get into it. So I actually have all of the characters on display right now. So, yeah, let's actually take them off because I want to show you guys what it looks like without the minifigures. So, but yeah, this set looks amazing. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna put all the minifigures to the side for right now so I can focus purely on the build. Alright, so this is what the build looks like without the minifigures. This build looks amazing. So for some of the newer fans, or if you've never seen Ninjago before, this is basically a display version of the front of the monastery. Like, we have the stairs, and we have the monastery doors. You can open them, and that's what they look like. I really like the design. I like the design of the overall build. But let's start with the bottom. At the bottom, we kind of have, like, the front of it. And we do have stuff inside of it, but I will show you guys that next. But we have, like, the blue on the bottom to represent flowers. And you may wonder what these Technic beams are for, but I will get into that later. But I don't really want to spend a lot of time looking at this, but, yeah, this is the bottom design for the platform. Now, as we move up, we have the stairs, and we have this, which is a cherry blossom tree, I believe. It's pink. I don't believe that was in the show. They just added that for this design. And this, I'm not actually sure what this is supposed to be in terms of the show. And I've been a fan since 2011. I really have no idea what this is supposed to be. So for any of you that do know what this is supposed to be, please do let me know down in the comment section. Now, if we move up, we have the doors. You can push them open. You can close them. The only thing I don't really like about it, there's this huge gap in the middle. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Like, they're nice and round. Then as we move up, we kind of have, like, the top of the monastery. I can say I really like the color scheme because we have the white and the red and the gold and the black. Then we have the top of it. I believe it's called the pagoda. But, yeah, that's what the front of it looks like. Now, if we turn it around, we have a lot more to look at, but I'll start with the top. Because, yeah, we still have the top design of the pagoda. And here we have the doors, and I actually really like it because right here we have the flames. So, yeah, we can't push them open, but we can actually pull them. And that's what it looks like. Looks pretty cool. Again, I don't really have much else to say, but I really like it. Now, down here, we actually have a scene down here. Now, surprisingly, this set only came with 2 stickers. Now, I don't know if you guys can see it, but inside we have the teacup, the tea kettle, and then we have 2 cups right there. But the scene at the back is, I believe that's in Ninjago, which is basically Ninjago's custom language. But this is actually a scene of the battle between brothers. Like, it was pretty much prominent throughout the earlier days of Ninjago. The light one is Wu, the dark one is Garmadon. It's basically when they fought each other. But yeah, it's a really, really nice callback to the earlier seasons of Ninjago. It was in the pilot, and I believe there were also some shorts. I forgot what they called, but I do remember watching them. But yeah, it is really, really dark in here. I don't really have an extra light I can use. But, yeah, those familiar with the show, the earlier days, I really like this Easter egg. But, that aside, this is a really, really nice build. I don't really know what else I can say about it, but I do like the door. Like, the design of the door is genuinely amazing. Like, I just love the design, and I love the stairs, and I love this. But now, I do want to show you guys something else. Here we have the display, like the actual character display. Now, I'm pretty sure you all know who it is, but I will definitely get to that later. This is actually supposed to connect to this, but you might think, wait, it doesn't connect here, it doesn't connect here. Well, the actually logic behind this, because there are like a group of collectibles that, like, when you have the other stands that are like this, you're supposed to connect them together. This is the first and only Ninjago 15th anniversary legacy set that I have. So I do not have the other characters, I do not have the other stands, but the logic behind it is, so you see the display right here, you're supposed to turn it around, and you're actually supposed to connect it right here. So you all can see I'm kind of struggling. But let's see. I'm trying to find something that I can use to make this stand. Alright, it's in there. So that's basically how it's supposed to go. But you kind of notice that when you turn it around, like, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. But it can still make sense, and I will show you which character goes there. But now we will be looking into the minifigures. So I guess the first character I'll start with is ZX Kai. Now these minifigures are special because these are like basically legacy versions of their ZX outfits that they wore back in Season 1 and Season 2. And so these are modern versions. Unfortunately, I did not start collecting Ninjago until 2016, so I do not have the ZX Ninja. But I do have the legacy ones. And I can say I really, really like this Kai minifigure. It looks so amazing. He even has the Sword of Fire, which, yeah, they do come with their golden weapons. And Kai's golden weapon is probably my favorite because it's the most accurate to the show. But you can see how, like, if you have the ZX Ninja or have seen them before, then you will definitely see how similar it is. Granted, it is much more modern. And when you take off the mask, well, it's pretty much the same Ninjago face from the movie that they've been using since 2017. But yeah, I really like the design. We do have like the dragon design at the back, but I'm not taking off the armor. But it's pretty much the same. If you've seen the ZX Ninja, you would know. But yeah, I can say I really, really like this Kai minifigure. So let me put the mask piece back on. So yeah, let me turn it around. And yeah, this is a pretty decent minifigure. I really, really like this. But next up, we have Zane. My hands are starting to get tired. But Zane actually has a special face, but overall, this does look really, really close to the original ZX form. And I love this one. This might actually be my favorite, which is crazy because Kai's my favorite ninja. And I typically favor Kai suits over any other ninja, but that's not always the case. But yeah, I just really, really like this Zane. Like, it's so nice and clean. It looks literally so similar to the original ZX Zane. And I just realized that his torso is not all the way connected to his legs. Okay, I think now it's better. But I don't want to break the minifigure. But you might want to think, okay, what's so special about him? Well, let's take his mask off. He does have a much different head that he's used since 2017. And also he has the titanium head, which I do not have a copy of right now. But we turn it around, and you might think, oh, gee, this looks so cool, because it does. This is basically a recreation of his head from Rebooted after he defeated the Overlord, and his face was kind of split in half. And I just like how they did it for the ZX, because granted, in Season 1 and Season 2, his face was not split up like that. It wasn't until Season 3. But I still love that they did this face for Zane. Like, I just love how they gave him a new face print. But overall, I would say that I really, really like the Zane head. I like the Zane minifigure. It might be one of my favorite ones to come out in this set. So next up we have, oh yeah, I also wanted to point out that he also has the shurikens of ice, which were his golden weapon. And I just love how the gold works for this minifigure. But now we have Cole. And again, I just have the minifigures right over there. But we have Cole. Lego, for some reason, can never seem to figure out the size of quakes. Like, they just never look accurate to the show. But regardless, I still like this Cole. Now, what they did for the ZX, and I guess I can show the J minifigure, and I guess the Lloyd minifigure. I'm not reviewing them yet. But for some reason, like they're all gold. Their armor is gold. The mask secondary color is gold. It should be silver, but for some reason, I guess Lego just did not want to make them silver. It would make it more accurate to the show. But I think the whole reason they did this is because gold is kind of like a special color. Not so much now because gold it's like kind of incorporated in so many ninja suits. But I do think they should have made it silver. But I think it makes the most sense for Cole because he already kind of has gold in his outfit. And I just think it works so well for Cole actually having the minifigure in person. Although the original ZX was in silver, I still think it looks pretty good. And actually, I'm gonna pause the video real quick because I actually can show you what it looks like, but I'll show you guys once I'm done reviewing all the minifigures. So yeah, this Cole minifigure, it looks pretty amazing. He doesn't actually have a special face or anything. It's just the face he's been using since 2017. But I really do like Cole. He's one of my favorite ninjas. He's actually my second favorite ninja right behind Kai. But I really like it. Next up, we have Jay, which this was probably the most controversial minifigure because gold just does not really work on him because his armor, his like right here, the torso printing is silver. It was originally gray or silver. It doesn't really work for Jay, but you know, I still kind of like the minifigure. Actually having it in person, I really like the gold. I would have preferred silver. Silver would have made the most sense, but Jay actually does have a new face print. Alright, I gotta fix my camera. Alright, so yeah. He has like this face and he has this face. I really do like this Jay minifigure. I don't know if it's one of my favorite ones that came out in the set, but overall, I do like it. Next up, we have, I guess I'll do Nia. This is Nia when she was Samurai X, and yeah, before she became a water ninja. I don't really know why they gave her a blue belt. I guess that's to represent she was the water ninja, she would become the water ninja, but she never had the blue belt in her original outfit, because obviously when in Season 1, in the pilot season, they weren't planning on her becoming the water ninja, but just like I did with any other minifigure, I'm going to take her helmet off, and yeah, you can see it's pretty much the same exact face. But I would have preferred, like, if they, like, had at least extra hair pieces for all of the ninja. But, yeah, this is her Samurai X form, and I do like it. It's not one of my favorite, but it is still pretty good. And now we have Lloyd. I really do love Lloyd, and I do think gold does make sense for Lloyd, because he was the golden ninja at one point, before the Overlord took his powers from him. But I really do like the gold on Lloyd. Now, I don't believe he has a new face print. Yeah, it's the same face print he's been using since the movie. But overall, I mean, Lloyd ZX, like, I'm just so glad to finally have a Lloyd ZX. Granted, it's the Legacy version. I just, like, really like this. Like, it's such a good minifigure. I love the gold. It makes sense for Lloyd to be gold. And now we have Wu, which you might be thinking, why am I not calling him Master Wu or Sensei Wu? There's kind of a story behind that. So basically, up from a pilot season to season 7, they called him Sensei Wu. The movie came out, they started calling him Master Wu, and pretty much from season 8 and onwards, they called him Master Wu. I think it's because, like, there was probably, like, something with the Chinese or Japanese people. I forgot exactly why. I guess Lego did it not to be as offensive or something. It was never really confirmed why they changed it. I would have preferred Sensei Wu, but Master Wu. But the reason why I call him Wu is because on the box it just says Wu. Now, I kind of have a theory as to why Lego did that. It's because, well, back then in Season 1, he was called Sensei Wu, but they aren't calling him that anymore. And they can't really call him Master Wu because it wouldn't be accurate to the original set. So instead of calling him Sensei or Master, they just called him Wu, which is kind of funny. He has no face print, and I really like how simple the Wu minifigure is. Now, last but not least, we have Liber, the Master of the Master of Lightning, which this is actually Jay's mother, and this is the first time we ever get Master of Lightning minifigure, which I think is amazing. I think it would have been better if they gave her, I don't know, maybe dark blue arms or arm printing, but I do really like this minifigure. We can kind of see how they both incorporate the blue, but let's put Jay to the side. We have Liber. And I absolutely love this minifigure. Like, it's such an amazing minifigure. And you can't really see her back printing, so let me take her hair off. She has no extra face. But yeah, that's her back printing. It's nothing really that unique. But, you know, I just absolutely love this minifigure. So, let me see if I can pause the video real quick. Alright, so I am back, and I actually do have the instruction booklet. It's not in frame right now. But, yeah, I love this Master of Lightning minifigure. It's just so clean, so unique. I'm not sure, but I'll see if I can get another copy of this for my birthday, just because I love it so much. But, yeah. Now that all the minifigures are out the way, you might want to see what Master of Lightning looks like on the display. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take all the minifigures, I'm going to put them, I guess, to the side for now. And what I'm going to do is bring this over here and put her on the display. Granted, it's facing the wrong way, but this is what it would look like normally. And I love how this looks, okay? It looks amazing. But you might want to see what it looks like when it says the 15th anniversary. So, here we have it. We have to put her right here. And it looks pretty cool. I absolutely love how this looks. I mean, I just love how the set looks in general. And I know this is one of my longer videos. I did not intend to take this long, since I am going to dinner after I'm done recording this. But overall, like, this set just looks, it just looks so amazing. Like, this is an amazing set. But now, what you guys are all waiting for what the minifigures look like side to side. So I'll put them side to side, and then I'll show you guys what the original minifigures looked like. So I don't really have much else to say for now, so I guess I'll kind of tell you guys about my life. So yeah, I just actually came home yesterday. I'm recording this on a Saturday, but I came here home March 13th, which was a Friday. I came home for spring break, and I'm back home. So that's kind of like why I decided to record this video, because, you know, I didn't really have any other videos planned. But also, I had this set since February, but I've been at college, and I'm not going to make the set in college, so I just said I'm just going to do it when I get home. And I'm finally home, so I have the opportunity to do it. Now, Master of Lightning, she's not an original character. She didn't even really show up until Season 7, so I'm not going to put her there. I'm just going to put her to the side. But now we have what you all have been waiting for. This is the instruction booklet. You can't really see it because of the light. Alright, so I kind of have to move. Okay, you still can't really see it. The wording up there isn't that important. But this is what it looks like with all the characters on it. Those are like some scenes from the show, from what the monastery looked like over the years. We have, so I guess I will read this. The Monastery of Spinjitzu is one of the most important Ninjago locations, featured in numerous memorable moments over the years. This model recreates an iconic front gate for you to display all 7 members of the original ninja team, a perfect way to celebrate the 15 years of LEGO Ninjago. That is sort of incorrect, because the original ninja team consisted of just Wu, Zane, Cole, Kai, and Jay. But then if you want to get real technical, Kai actually became a ninja in the pilot. But yeah, from this show, it was always the original 4 ninja, but I get what they're saying. Because obviously we have a lot more ninja now, like Ryu and Wildfire and Aaron and Sora. So next up, we have this. Oh no, it's just the rest. It's just what we already read in different languages. But yeah, this is what it looks like with all the characters on it. Now at the top, we have the battle between brothers scene, which was kind of shown over here. But I really like it how it has Garmadon and Wu fighting. And yeah, this is a much cleaner and better picture, and I really, really like this. And if you guys want to see it again, I'm gonna get the set, go over to the set. Okay, I was not expecting this to fall off, but I'll have to fix it again. So yeah, let's see it in person for ourselves. And yeah, that's what it looks like. I don't know if how good you guys can see it, but here it is. I really, really like this. But okay, I don't know why this keeps falling off. But anywho, these are the minifigures. So at the top we have 2011 and 2012. We have Wu, Samurai X Nia, ZX Lloyd, ZX Zane, Cole, Kai, and Jay. And at the bottom we have their new updated looks. And I guess I can kind of tell you guys which ones I like better or prefer. I don't know, for the Wu one, they kind of look the same to me. And again, I never had the original ones. Now, for Nia, I could say I easily prefer Nia's original outfit. And I think Nia's newer one would have been better if it actually had the right armor piece. Because she never had that armor in the show for that season. It's actually a recolor of the Dragons Rising Season 2 Tournament of Sources armor. It's literally a recolor. For Lloyd, I would say I probably like Lloyd's better just because I prefer the silver. But I do really like the new not armor, but mask piece. Zane, I might like Zane's newer one better, but it looks so similar. Cole's old one is better. Kai, they kind of both look the same to me. Jay, the J one is like much better. But again, it's not which one is much better because these are all amazing minifigures. So let's see, is there anything else? Okay, yeah, that just shows you. So yeah, this is the instruction booklet. There's the QR code if you want to scan it for whatever reason. But yeah. So yeah, these are all the minifigures minus this, including this one that came in the set. And this is the actual set. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a pretty long video, but I have been waiting to make this set. I have been waiting to record new content for my channel, and there are sets that I do have that I might actually end up recording. Now, there's sets I've had for a few months now, but I do kind of need newer content to do. But yeah, we have the minifigures right here. We have the display. So I guess one more thing I can do is I can try to display them before I end the video. And I am going to probably take them off when I'm done. But yeah, there she is. The Master of Lightning. Let's do Wu. Where should I put Wu? I'm not going to put him in the same spot. I'll put Wu right there. I know it might be harder to put the other minifigures just because of how they were. For Cole, he has the tallest weapon, so I'll put him there. Nia, let's see, I can put her. Alright, I can put her right here. It's kind of hard because she's holding two swords. Alright, for Kai, let's see, I can put him right here. Yeah, they are kind of super close together. For Jay, I can put him right. Okay, Jay is right there. Let's see. Now I just have Lloyd and... Alright, let's see. Can I put... Okay, I can't really put him right there. Zane, I can put right here. Lloyd, I don't know. I guess I can put him over here. And I do actually have some other Ninjago minifigures that I will try and get real... Alright, I only have really two. I have to do some deeper looking for other ones. But we have Dareth and Pixel, and these are their 15th anniversary, I guess, build a minifigure exclusive to the Lego store. So you can see that there isn't really anywhere I can place them. And you're right. So I'm just gonna have to turn this around. So yeah, let's see. So Dareth, I can put him right here. And Pixel, I can put her right here. Let's see, she doesn't fall again. Yeah, you can't see her unless you look at the back, but I really, really like how these characters are displayed. But overall, this is what it looks like with all of the minifigures on it. And you can't really see Cole all the way, But yeah, I really, 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 really like this set. I just got done putting it together. And I would say this is probably one of my favorite sets of the year. Granted, it's the only really new Ninjago set that I have, but I will try and get some more Ninjago sets. And I just realized I may have other Ninjago sets that I already reviewed this year, but they were much smaller sets. So let me kind of just show you guys what the box looks like again. The box won't really close, but here it is. Here's the box. 447 pieces, 14 and up. Ninjago Legacy 15th year anniversary. So what would I recommend, or what rating would I give this set? I'm gonna be honest. This is a perfect set. There aren't really too many flaws with the set. Again, the only flaws that I have are really just with the doors. Like, there's a huge gap in between the doors. But, like, that's not really a problem for me. Like, I don't really have a problem with there being a gap. Like, if this set is just perfect, it's just an amazing set. And for $45, which is crazy, $45, like, a set like this, Lego will probably price at, like, $60 or $70, which is insane. But $45, and you get 8 minifigures. Realistically, only one of them are exclusive, but this is a great deal. So yeah, my overall rating is a 10 out of 10. I really love the minifigures. I'm probably going to leave them on display like this. Obviously, I'll have to change them around. But yeah, a 10 out of 10. I would definitely recommend this set. Even at retail price, $45 is great. But yeah, that will be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next